Dear traders, welcome to our weekly MK block summary. Happy Sunday. This has been a pretty nice week, so let's get started. 24th of July, dollar yen. You may remember that theme already from last week. We had the 4 open option strike targets. They filled some of them. What happened then is we had an option strike target below the price, okay, with an order gap zone. And as you can see nicely, also with 4-hour reversal energy down, okay. So it was not difficult to see that, you know, at some point once more longies came in, it's gonna come off, okay. You see the green bars, and fill that option strike target there. So on the 25th, we see that we had this beautiful constellation, and then on the 26th it took this complete option strike target, so nice move down. Then exactly when it cleared that price target, it did a pullback up just to take the inner range MTS on the 27th there, and then once it took the MTS again moved downwards. And then what happened during the Asian session? We had some Bank of Japan comments and the typical house clean. Most of us were asleep in this Asian session. So a house clean move, the smart money doing a pin up, pin down, clearing all the stops nearby. After that some shorties came in, so they went up against those shorties. And when you look at the 4-hour chart, it looked a bit like a 4-hour reversal. Just, you know, like one which goes very quickly because of the news, you see. So yeah, pretty interesting that in dollar yen here. So let's go to the other yen pair. So pound yen, we had this MTS below the price, as I wrote here on the 24th at 6 to 10. Pound yen having an in range MTS on the 1-hour chart, again with an order gap zone, and this one got taken nicely within the day. Nice short trade there. Bounced back from this target run, and then on the 27th we had this beautiful MTS below the price, one of my favorite trades of the week. And I said pound yen should clear out that inner range MTS, yeah, so it should go down against the longies there, clear those STS and MTS, and that's what happened on the 28th. Okay, beautiful short trade, one of the nice trades this week. Okay. Now in the Asian session, like the other yen pairs, it did the house clean, and then also some shorties came in afterwards and an up move during the session, again like the other pairs, like a 4-hour reversal, as if it would be time compressed. Yeah. So here this is interesting. So as I wrote here, okay, pound yen on the day chart squeeze against the diamond shows has died. So we see that even though we had this up move, overall the shorties left the market. Okay, that's very important to consider, because even though those shorties have been served, if there is no reactivation of the squeeze, if longies come in, okay, then pound yen would come down. So keep that in mind for next week, for example. Euro yen also very nice. You may remember this beautiful MTS run from the end of last week already. Okay, so it took this MTS nicely, and then textbook took the lower MTS similar to the other pairs. So 2 beautiful trades there, and then we had another MTS on the 25th above the price. It took this one as well, this precision, just kissed it, went down again, and then this was also one of my favorites, this double MTS below the price. Okay, so we know that they want to take out those 2 MTS, boom, and it hit the take profit just before the session with the house clean. So look at those beautiful trades we got on the yen pairs this week, just beautiful. Okay, and similar to the other one, we see that on the day chart the squeeze has died in euro yen. Okay, so if longies come in, it can come off right next week. So amazing. Yeah, let's continue. Euro dollar. So that was also one of the favorites. You remember we had those 2 open option strike targets from last week, and longies came in, shorties left, so they went down further and filled those up. Okay, order gap zone, STS, easy short trade towards this target. See nicely how the shorties left and the longies came in, and the price comes down as it should. Beautiful. And went exactly to target on the 25th. Beautiful move and beautiful TP. Took then also the MTS below the price, okay, and as you can see here, lost momentum just after it took out this important target in the market. Yeah. So what happened then is the price on Friday was pretty random because the market was empty, yeah, and the buy is low, so it just did a pullback up and went sideways. So we do not trade big trades if, like on this Friday, we have like a low bias mode, typical Friday where, you know, there were beautiful moves beforehand, and then we keep it small. Okay, so nice short trade there in euro dollar. Pound dollar, also one of my favorites this week. So we had those two open option strike targets. You remember that from last week. So the smart money was keen to fill those. We see it was already in the area of the 4-hour reversal. The market was just a little bit empty, but yeah, as soon as some shorties came in here, of course the smart money Argus pushed up and filled those option strike targets. Beautiful long trade. Exactly to the upper target, look at that, and then straight down to the MTS. Okay, the ones who caught either the long trade or the short trade, well done, beautiful. Okay, cleared those. And then again, like I have said, for euro dollar on the Friday, it was a bit low bias, so it did a pullback up towards this MTS on the M30 chart, but overall the market is empty. We don't have a squeeze, right? We have a bit of longies, but the market is low bias. Okay, high down money tolerance, so those bars you can even win. So beautiful trade here in pound dollar also. EG, so that was a bit more tricky this week, so it filled this option strike target from last week. That was beautiful. I didn't catch that one, I missed it. And on the 25th went further down here, said euro pound moving towards the MTS at 721. So we have some longies, MTS below the price, expanding longies, short-term stops, so we know it's gonna go down, alright? And so it did. What happened then on the 28th, once it cleared that, you see that we suddenly have two long option strike targets and an STS and longies in the way. So that's complex, that's why I wrote complex here, because we only trade towards those if we have some shorties in the market. We do not want to trade into the wrong side of the squeeze, as you know, yeah? Sometimes in the causality you need to also skip setups, like you see here the forward chart, we have longies expanding. So even though the price is around the 4-hour band, we are not keen on buying into the dumb money longies, as we know, yeah? But as soon as shorties come in, there can be an up move next week, of course, so keep that in mind. Kiwi dollar, this trade was one of my favorites this week, with these two beautiful inner range MTS above the price. So we knew eventually they want to take them. At first there were a bit of longies in the way, but you know, then we at some point got an option strike target on the 1-hour chart also, and longies left the market, as you can see. So that turned this into something tradable, and it eventually on the 27th took the upper targets. Beautiful long trade with a clear target. You see how powerful that is, that you know where you need to TP, because it can change, and if you don't have this stuff, you're completely blind. How can you know where the target zones, target areas are? You know, no chance. Yeah, so again at the end of the week on Friday, Kiwi dollar was pretty empty like the other pairs. Okay, no squeeze, no dumb money side dominating, so it can do some kind of empty for our move up, but as you know, we prefer to have some positions to trade against. Okay, so the market is less fragile. By the way, the more dumb money you have in such a situation, the more scalability there is as well, but that's another topic. Okay, Aussie, I love this little long scalp. So we had this option strike target, the price went flat, so we knew it's gonna go up. Okay, so there was a nice quick long trade, boom, took the target, filled as expected on the 25th. So I really like that nice little trade, those cute ones you can do in between. Then it turned a bit complex later the week, so it took the big MTS below the price, but longies came in, and you see with expanding longies, so I wasn't keen on trading a long here in any way. That's dangerous, as we know. So became less biased towards the end of the week, but fair enough. Dollar cuts took those MTS there. I missed that one, but eventually took the upper one, played Pac-Man there. Went for the lower one exactly with the pin on the 28. That was beautiful. But as you can see, so it's low bias. I took the highs. It's in the area of the 4-hour reversal, but we need some longies in order to trade short, for example. Yeah, we do not just trade without some dominant positions coming in. Euro Aussie. So as you can see, we had loads of trades in Euro Aussie Pound Aussie last week, and this week the other main pairs kind of dominated a little bit because it's so many beautiful setups. But you can see they also took MTS here. They're beautiful with that. Boom. Okay, took this one, almost took this one, then took the lower one. So some nice trades here in Euro Aussie. Then went all the way up to take out this target and the outer gap zones above. Nice 4-hour reversal. Okay, look short. So around the band, shorties come in, shorties expanding. Of course, we trade up because this is what we want to see if we trade a 4-hour reversal with the shorties trying to sell, so we want to buy. Yeah, this is very tradable on the forward chart. Nice one. Pound Aussie similar, took some nice MTS. 1, 2, 3. Look at this precision, beautiful. Another one, boom, taken out. Just makes me so happy to see that every time with so much precision. Boom, up down. Yeah, playing Pac-Man within the range. If you catch some of those, well done. Boom, look at that. It's like you can almost pinpoint it. Just beautiful. You can do the scalping. Okay, just make sure you're not trading in any squeeze. Okay, that's the only rule you need to really take into consideration there. But it's the same like the other pair. You see, it took the high, but the shorties are still expanding, so we are not trying to trade a 4 reversal here. Yeah. So Pound Aussie, Euro Aussie, less trades as compared to last week. Bitcoin with this beautiful MTS below the price. You may remember from last week, some longies, so it went down further towards this MTS. Look at that. Not difficult to predict. And mark my words, in the long run, crypto will more and more look like Forex. Okay, as I've said many times. Silver, you may have remembered this theme from last week. It filled this option strike target from last week. Some longies were in the market. Then there was an MTS above the price, so they went up and took exactly this MTS. Nice long trade there. And exactly after they did it with the news, boom. Okay, they did a big move in the opposite direction. You understand? That's not only great for predicting markets causality, but also for knowing where to exit. That's super powerful. There's no statistical indicator which will show you where to exit. Silver, similar thing. We saw the big down move against the longies there. Yeah. Sorry, gold. Yeah, gold was doing something. Also filled the option trade target. Also filled the MTS above the price. Okay. You see, I said a nice long trade here on 25th. Gold on the 1 hour chart should take the MTS if shorties come in. Yeah, above the price. Nice long trade with a clear target. And this is what happened. Look at that. Boom. How cool that I can predict things and the next day they come. And see how long it takes sometimes for trades to play out. It can sometimes be days. Yeah. Same thing like silver, so cleared the highs and then boom, straight down with news against the downward longies. Okay, so some amazing trades here this week. Repetitive, typical moves, MTS runs, option strike targets. I mean, in the last weeks we had so many beautiful trades with option strike targets, and it's not rocket science. Okay, you see, like even the scenarios we see, they're not super complex. Like eventually everything clears up and you know where you can trade. This is just amazing. I'm loving this causality. This is the only way to really trade Forex efficiently, if you ask me. The naked chart doesn't show you anything really. You know, you need to understand where are accumulation levels, where are positions, okay, what's going on, what's prioritized. That's what you need to understand. Then to forecast things is not even difficult, as you can see. What I am doing here in front of your eyes, you can learn to do yourself just by following the steps, really. All right. Okay, lots of love to everybody. Fantastic week. Let's see how next week will be. Markets are a bit more empty now, so I expect some kind of slow Monday. So I will probably keep it small until I see something more decisive, because we had also beautiful moves this week. But anyways, I wish you a fantastic Sunday. Stay safe.